moving on to some good news. DCEU gets its co-chair and co-CEO of DC Studios, movies, films, TV shows, kind of like what Kevin Feige is to Marvel, putting everything together, giving them a cohesive storyline, trying to make everything flow. And we needed that over in the DCEU. I know a lot of Marvel heads. I'm a Marvel head personally, but everybody over there kind of feels like if they're one side, they can't even dabble their toes in the other side. They have to hate DC if they like Marvel. That's not the case at all with me. I respect both sides. I like Marvel more, of course, but the characters on the DC side are legendary. Justice League Unlimited, when I saw that cartoon as a kid and it opened up the world to all the DC characters that there are, man, I was really enticed. And I still read their comics from time to time. Their animated series are always the best. The animated movies are always the best. It's kind of crazy. And they aren't afraid to do the, the rated mature stuff, cuss, show blood and stuff on that side. So I've always respected that. But to give who are going to be the co-chairs and the co-CEOs, James Gunn, you guys know him probably from Guardians of the Galaxy, Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, and famously for Marvel kicking them off the roster for some jokes he made. I think some pedophile jokes that James Gunn made like 13 years ago. Disney wasn't having it, so they cut ties. He was able to, get a job over there on the DC side. Guardians of the Galaxy did get received really well. So DC was like, hey, let's give him a chance. And Peacemaker was a hit. I love Peacemaker. So for him, and it was like more of a rated R, kind of like a rated mature type of show. So James Gunn is definitely going to bring that and his comedy into the DCEU and give it more of more of a cool feel, I would say. The other co-chair is Peter Safran. He was producer of a lot of stuff that James Gunn worked on as well. On the Suicide Squad, he produced on Aquaman, Peacemaker, Annabelle, Shazam. So he did Shazam already at DC work. So putting them together, they worked closely together before. Putting them together, I think is going to be cool. I can't wait to see what they do with all these movies. Excuse me, in the direction they go with the DCEU, because it's been all kind of crazy. And with Ezra Miller getting all in trouble and messing up the whole, resetting of the multiverse and stuff like that, we don't know where it was going to go. So we know we got Aquaman 2 coming out. We know we got the Batman kind of continuing, the Joker 2 coming out. So there's a lot of stuff still continuing over there in the DCEU. And we would like to see it be a cohesive thing. You know what I'm saying? Wonder Woman was bad. Wonder Woman 84. I want to see a Cyborg movie. They're supposed to be doing a Green Lantern TV show with Jon Stewart. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I'm excited to see what they're going to do, the animation, TV, and film. So yeah, they needed that because HBO, Warner and Discovery, whatever they're called now, has been making cuts and just taking shit away, canceled the Batgirl movie. The Batgirl movie. They canceled Cartoon Network. They did a whole bunch of stuff over there, and I was afraid they were going to kind of try to do that same shit with DC. So I'm happy they did get a direction, get two co-chairs and co-CEOs or whatever, and they are doing good. So if you haven't seen any of those movies, go check out their works. They do some pretty good stuff. So something to look forward to. I'm excited about that. And then lastly, I don't know why
it's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to Unitas. It's the best of bias. Your best of bias. Yeah.